In this video, we're talking about affirmative and negative expressions. We're going to see how we can answer affirmative sentences with their negative counterpart. So for that, we really need to learn this chart. We need to learn the opposites. We need to learn that algo is the opposite of nada, alguien is the opposite of nadie, algún, alguno, algunos, algunas are the opposite of ningún and ninguno, siempre, algunas veces, alguna vez, and a veces is the opposite of nunca, jamás, también is the opposite of tampoco, and o is the opposite of ni. You cannot do this exercise without learning this, so you need to learn these opposites. So what do we do to answer questions? Here we have a question. ¿Tu hermano pone algo en su cocina? Algo is the affirmative expression. Tu hermano pone algo en su cocina. So the first thing we're going to do when we get this question is underline the verb. The verb is pone, to put. Then we're going to figure out what person is going to be doing that verb in your answer. So if they're asking about your brother, when you answer, you're going to say, my brother. All these answers will always start with a no, because they're negative. So no. Mi hermano, because you're answering about your own brother. So that's step 2. And then we're going to put a no before the verb. So we're going to pick a big no here. And then we're going to figure out the verb. The verb is poner, which we did for our first step. Does it stay the same when we're talking about mi hermano and tu hermano? Yes, it's third person singular, so pone will stay the same. And then we're just going to change the affirmative expression for the negative expression. Algo is the opposite of nada. So we're just going to write down nada, and we can just add the rest of the sentence en su cocina. And that's the answer. No, mi hermano no pone nada en su cocina. Following those 5 steps, you will get the right answer. What things do we have to look out for? Well, with nunca, jamás, and nadie, which are the opposite of siempre, alguna vez, in this case, and nadie is the opposite of alguien, we can actually ignore step 3 and we can just change the affirmative expression for the negative without putting the no. You can also choose to put the no if you want to. Also, you have to be very careful with ninguno. We should never write ninguno in plural because ninguno means 0 and 0 times anything is also 0. So it will also always be singular. So even if the question says algunos niños, when you change it to the answer, you will change it, algunas niñas, you will change it to ninguna niña. You will always change it to singular. Also, if it's masculine, no matter if it's singular or plural, you will also remember that we never say ninguno niño, the same way we don't say uno niño. You always take off the o in uno, alguno, o ninguno whenever they are followed by a noun. You only use it with the o when there is no noun next to it. So for example, if the question was, ¿Tú tienes algunos? Then you could answer, no, yo no tengo ninguno, because there's no noun here. But whenever there's a noun, you have to take that o off. So you will say, if the question was, ¿Tú tienes algún niño? You will say, no, yo no tengo ningún niño. You won't say ninguno. Whenever there's a noun, you have to take that o off. So just considering those things, we can try and do these. So let's follow all those instructions. First things first, what's the verb? The verb here is vas. Okay? Now, who's answering the question? ¿Tú vas de vacaciones también? Are you going on vacation too? So we obviously have that no here. And if it's asking you, you're going to say I. So yo. Then step 3 is putting a big no before the verb. And then tú vas is right, but what does it turn into when we have yo? So yo no voy is the right conjugation. Then we change the positive expression to a negative expression. So yo no voy tampoco. You could also add the de vacaciones there. That's completely fine. You can choose to do it or you can choose not to. But this would be your answer. No, yo no voy tampoco. We did step 1 by underlining the verb. We did step 2 by figuring out who was answering. We did step 3 by putting a no. We did step 4 by putting the right verb. And then finally, step 5, we changed the affirmative expression for the opposite negative expression. Yo no voy tampoco. Again, let's do all the steps. Nosotros queremos o manzanas o piña. The verb is queremos. So I'm asking, do we want or apples or pineapple? So when I ask, do we want, you're going to answer, do you guys want? So, no. Vosotros, again, step 3 is putting a big no in front of the verb. Then the right form of the verb would not be queremos, it would be queréis, because we're doing the vosotros form. And then we're just going to change the O for ni. Ni manzanas, ni piña. And that's that. All the steps completed. Again, steps. What's the verb? Tengo algo en mi cara. The verb is no. Tengo is, do I have something on my face? You're going to answer no, you, tú, a big no. And the right form of the verb, so the right form of the verb tener for tú is tienes. Then we have the affirmative expression, which is algo, and the opposite of algo is nada. And then we can just add the rest. En tu cara. Remember to always change processes. If I'm talking about my brother, you're going to say your brother. If I say my face, you're going to say your face. No, tú no tienes nada en tu cara would be the perfect answer. Vosotros tenéis algunos exámenes. Again, the verb is tenéis. So we're going to say, do you guys have some exams? So we say no, we, nosotros, big no. Then tener in the right form, which is tenemos. And then because this is algunos exámenes, the opposite is ninguno, so we'll change it to the singular. Ningún examen. We have to make sure we change it to the singular when it's ninguno, okay? And we don't say ninguno examen, we say ningún examen. Ustedes siempre van al bar. So this is a tricky one because the opposite of siempre is nunca. And with nunca, we can answer this 2 ways. So the first thing, well, we'll have the verb, van, but we can make it easier. It's, do you guys always go to the bar? So the answer for you guys is no. Nosotros. And you can, again, do this 2 ways. You can straight away just put nunca instead of the no. Nunca and the right form, so it would be vamos al bar. But if you want to follow the same structure we've been following all along, you can also do that. You can say no, nosotros, no vamos, and then write nunca, nunca al bar. You can choose what way you prefer to do it. This one might help you. The second one might help you follow the same structure as always, but the other one might be useful too. Here we have another one that we can change or we can't change. So the verb is va. Is someone going to your house? The verb, I'm going to say no one is going to your house. That's going to be the subject. So no. You can directly change alguien. You can just say nadie va a mi casa, because I'm saying my house. Or we can also say no. Again, no va nadie a mi casa. Whatever you guys prefer. And that's affirmative and negative expressions.